Hi, I'm Mary Jo Boyd, here with another eBite from Attorney Computer Systems. Today we're going to talk about General Ledger, and I'm going to show you how to make a deposit slip. This is a great way to group payments that come in from Tabs into one deposit slip so that you can see it on your reconciliation and make it easier than all of those individual payments that are out there. So let me show you how to do that. When we enter payments in Tabs, they come into our General Ledger as individual payments. And when we reconcile, our bank statement has them as a lump deposit. So it can be very confusing and time consuming when you're trying to group those at deposit time or at reconciliation time. So I'm going to show you how right after you do your payments for the day or the week or whenever it is that you go to the bank, you can group those payments into that total that the bank statement will show. We use this deposit slip feature. It's right on your main tab. It says deposit slips. Click on that. And you can create a new deposit slip. So I'm going to just go ahead and hit my new button. It's going to put in the date. It's going to assume it's today. Now this is my starter or my sample data, so we're in 2011. The deposit ID is the date in reverse, but you can actually change this. And this is helpful to know if you have multiple deposits in one day. You might want to list one as A and one as B, 2011, 11/15 A, or whatever that is. Maybe this is something, it's a credit card deposit and you just want to note that as CC or something like that. This can be changed, so don't feel that you have to use that and have the same one if you have multiple deposits in the same day. You choose your bank account. It will assume after you've done one that this is your operating account that you want to do, but you can actually do deposit slips for other accounts as well. Anything that is a bank account. And then we're going to select our receipts. Now, anything that comes over from Tabs is considered a receipt unless you've marked it as other. Other does not come over, and other is not available right now in our deposit slips. But if you list it as cash, check, credit card, any of those things, our client funds payment, those will come over and you can group them. So select receipts. This is going to show me right now I'm on cash and checks. So it will show me all of the payments that I have out there that I have not grouped. So if I wanted to do one for the 8th or one for the 15th, or maybe these are all on one deposit, I can pick and choose which ones belong to this particular deposit item. If it's 2 or 3 or whatever it is, and I can also mix, if I had a credit card payment, I could also include that, or a client fund payment that went in, I could include it. And then that will go out and let's include a client funds as well. Say okay. And now I've got my 3 deposits that went in that equal this total amount. And this should be what I actually took to the bank for my deposits. I can print this out when I get done. Now this, you have to understand, this is not a deposit slip that you're going to take to the bank and use as an actual deposit slip. It's just something that's going to group these and show up as deposit number 14 in our instance here for our example on my reconciliation screen. And I will save this to show you that. I can print that off so I can see what it contained. If I go into my reconciliation, and I'm just going to grab this account and just say okay. If I go down to my deposits, there's some that have already been grouped, but if I go down here a little bit, I'm not seeing my deposit number 14. It might be out of my range. Let me get to my range here. Yeah, I cut that off. Let's go this to 11/30/11. And now if I scroll down, I will see on my deposits, my deposit number 14. So instead of all those even individual payments, and I just as an example, I had 2 other payments out there that I have not grouped, and you can see them out here as individual items. But now I've got deposit number 14 for my total amount. You can also do this for credit card batches. If you have them go over in batches and they get deposited into the bank account as a batch, then you would just use the credit card option. I will start a new one again, select my receipts, and I would just pick credit card. And any of my credit cards that need to be grouped into a batch, I can also check and make those into one deposit. If it's a single item, you don't have to do that. Those credit cards are going to go in as an individual. That's how the statement's going to show it. You don't have to create a deposit slip for an individual item, but it is out there and it will be on the statement as an individual entry. So this speeds things up for reconciliation, and I hope that's been a helpful eBite for you today. If you have any questions or comments, you can always call our office or you can check out our website. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.